video on prayer and how we're going to get into a wide range of things, but I'm going to emphasize on one main point, and I'm going to show you other things that be hurting people's prayers. And I'm going to show you other things. We'll go to a couple scriptures. This is going to be a quick one. If you don't get in, you can just watch the playback. Make sure you send Cash App, super thanks, super chats. Make sure you share the video on the social media platforms that you own, because I believe this will help a lot of people. First thing I want to mention before I get into it is, y'all think y'all need church, but for some of y'all, church is actually hurting your prayers. You go to churches that you know you don't have no allegiance. You don't have no bind with the people at your church. And you can feel the negative energy at times with a smile on their face. You know I'm telling the truth. When you go to church, I'm not one to say, oh man, church ain't necessary at all. Most of them ain't. But if you can find one that does the things that I'm going to talk about on here today, it'll benefit you in your life. One of the main reasons why people in the church is broke is because they don't have no togetherness. They don't have no true fellowship. It's just a fashion show. It's everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to be heard. That's what's hurting. Let me get into this because I ain't gonna be before you long. Y'all need to hurry up and pile in. So what was going on in Matthew chapter 18? The Son of God, one of the sons of God, we'll call him, was teaching because the disciples were doing what I said. If you look at 18:1, it says, at the same time came the disciples saying unto the Son of God, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? They shouldn't even been thinking about that. So he baffled them. He grabbed a kid. And looking at verse 3, he said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. I could tell you, this is why the Bible is the truth. I vouch for the Bible. Now, everything in here, I can't vouch for. But I can vouch for the Bible. What else said, greetings, truth man. Hope all is well on this beautiful Sunday. Greetings, bro. And be expecting that. I'm going on vacation. Be expecting that. I'm gonna send that off for sure to you and Charisma when I'm on vacation. I'm gonna be on vacation 11 days. So I said, I'm gonna just wait till I'm on vacation. We finna do this, man. But anyway, they was trying to see who was the greatest. He said, except you be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. He was said, that was his way of telling you, you'll never be the greatest. You already know who the greatest. The Most High is the greatest. So among you, these kids is better than you. You ever seen kids, they smile at you and they play with you like in Wisconsin, a lot of white people are racist. But their kids will be normal, and then they'll kind of pull their kids because they got that racist mentality. Some of them got that better than you mentality. That's why he did this. Look at verse 4. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Y'all think that's what I'm talking about. That's the second thing. That the humility will cause your prayers to come to pass. It'll cause your prayers to come to pass. You ever seen that person and been with the Most High a lot in a long time? You be like, man, why stuff always happening? That be the Most High humbling them. Like, okay, I gave them this revelation. Now let me give them a trial. We don't like it, but that's just the way it is. So the quicker you get humble, the quicker you stay humble, the things can work out for you in your life. Now, but that's not the main thing. Let's keep reading. Whosoever shall receive one of these, such little child in my name, receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones, I'm in King James, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged around his neck and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. So all of y'all that's judging believers, the devil is your father or your mother, so you are making war with the saints like he does, it's going to come back on you. Just know that. You might get away with it with the fake ones, but mess with them real ones and watch what happens. Mess with one of them ones that's humble before the Most High and watch what happens. Now, I want you to read verse 7 through 14 yourself. Let me go to verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear you, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear you, then take with thee one or two more. This is the main thing. Pay attention. That in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican. In other words, he's saying, man up, be a man, go to him like a man. And if he don't hear you, then don't go back and forth with him. Just don't deal with him no more. Because we know the Bible tells us not to be unequally yoked believers with non-believers. And here's why. Verse 18, this is the most important part of your prayers. I'm going to break this down for you real fast. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye bind, ye shall bind on earth, shall be bound in heaven. And whatsoever you shall loose on earth, shall be loosed in heaven. Again, I say to you, verse 19, that if any two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. It's important that you find somebody that you in cahoots with, because that's where the power is. It could only be 3 of y'all, but y'all gonna be more powerful than 3,000 because y'all in cahoots. Y'all agree. Y'all in agreement. Y'all don't focus on the things that y'all might not agree on. Y'all focus on and walk by and walk in the things that you agree on. This is why the Christian church is weak. Because you could be non-believers. Look what he said. If 2 of you, he didn't say you had to be a Christian. He didn't say you had to be a Muslim. He said 2. Why? Because we created by a God that created everything with his faith. His faith was power. His power was life. And his faith was causing life. See, here's what happens. Y'all get to esteeming y'all ungodly, unsaved people y'all grew up with, family members, in high regard. And what happens is they start getting what you supposed to get because you agreeing with them. Somebody call you ugly and you agreeing with them. So now when you look in the mirror, what you see? That's why, listen, man, the Bible is no matrix. The Bible is no matrix. Y'all just not using it right. Y'all going to these preachers and giving them all this money who don't even respect you. And the fact that they don't respect you, they just using you, is going to keep you from getting ahead. You're wasting your time. Y'all going to churches with preachers you don't even know. Share this on Facebook. Share this wherever. and you think you're going to get ahead? They not touching, agreeing with you. They don't even know you. Remember when he said, depart from me, you workers of lawlessness, iniquity. I never knew you. Meaning he didn't have no connection with them. So he said in verse 19, again, I said to you that if any two of you agree on the earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. You got to learn how to pray. You got to learn how to bind all people negative faith. Ain't nothing ever go right for him. I don't hold you in high regard. I put that back on you. Stop holding these people in high regard, just talking down on you and you don't even know it because they speaking over your life. Now they got more than you because you holding them in high regard based on the past. And they got more than you now because of it. Stop holding people in high regard. Listen, if you ain't on my team, if you're not doing what I'm doing, if you're not helping me doing what I'm doing, I'm not going to hold you in high regard. It be witches on YouTube, I'm telling you, and warlocks. They want you to touch and agree with them. I don't touch and agree. I stand right here, right now, before the Most High God. I pronounce that I will never touch and agree with any witch or warlock. And anything they try to send my way will come upon them. And that's it. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. And that's what it is. That's how you have to be. Y'all be at jobs y'all hate. People don't even respect you. They talking about the way you do it. Go to the job. Don't have no tie with them whatsoever. We got to stop saying people cool even. Oh, he cool. Don't say nobody cool unless you hanging with them, unless you got some type of true bond with them. Don't even say they cool. You'll be getting their insomnia and they'll be getting your sleep. These are the things y'all got to know, man. You got to know this. We ain't going to be before you long. I don't even know how much juice I got, but I'll come back on if need be. If I feel like I ain't getting what I need to get in. Verse 20, for where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So when you gather, see, everybody ain't, this is how you know people motive don't be right in church. Because all he said is 2 or 3. How is it not no miracles being done? He did miracles. Some people just not in agreement. They faking like they like each other. I'm telling you, because he said where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. I've seen more powerful meetings in jail. Dudes in jail reading the Bible. You know why? Because they be in agreement. Y'all not better than them, and I'm not better than them. Our choices will be judged. Nobody's better than nobody. Our choices will be judged. He said the kid, the one, you know how kids look up to their father, they look up to their big brother. He told us they are the greatest. So that's who's going to be running heaven. All the people, the Mercedes-Benz, they're going to be the janitors. They're going to be just barely just slide in before the gate shut. And the Most High, the closer we get to the end, the more he going to expose y'all heroes. Y'all flocking to them, y'all not flocking over here. He gonna expose your heroes. He already doing it. Power Bottom, Woman Thou Art Little. He wrote all these books and he throwing it back like a girl. Pastor Dow too. The minute people start, oh, Pastor Dow is the greatest. We found out all his secrets, didn't we? Don't call me great. Hey, listen, if you want to help, you want to listen, whatever. But don't call me great. Hey, listen. That's why sometimes I intentionally do things. Hey, look, I got a beard. Because I don't want you to think too highly of me. If you agree with what I'm saying, you agree with what I'm saying. We can touch and agree. But don't start acting like I'm some type of hero. I was given this undeserving position. So I watch horror movies, I play Call of Duty, and he just feed me knowledge, feed me. I'm like, all right, I'll say it. But I'll never let myself get too pious where I'm the best. Never. Because then I got to deal with him. Be like, remember you did that over there? Yeah, I remember that. Now I'm finna let you get caught. Ain't no need. One more scripture and we're going to close. Stop binding yourself to people who not with you. Hey, listen, we can be friendly, we can talk on the phone and stuff like that, but if you're not supporting what I'm doing and you're not trying to advance what I'm doing, then there's no way, because I don't know what you're doing. People be like, I know people, I talk to them on the phone. Relatives, everything, people I used to work with. There's no bind. If you're not trying to serve the Most High, if you're not trying to help me over here, there's no bind. You're not getting my goodness. You're not getting my peace. You're not getting none of that. You can keep what you got over there. Like I told y'all, the dude the other day was like, I'm going to pray for you. I said, you can keep that. Every day he trying to argue about something I'm doing. And then he tried to say he going to pray for me. I said, you can keep that. I said, you discordant towards me. Your prayers ain't going to do nothing for me. And normally I don't talk about that stuff, but I had to tell him to his face. You discordant towards me. Your prayers ain't going to help me. We got to touch and agree. People say, well, what you doing going to get on him. Y'all don't understand how this works. Yes, that can happen. That's what I'm saying. But if you touching and agreeing with the right people, the power is going to happen. The miracle's supposed to still be happening. People be having a church full of people that's jealous of them. The women want to sleep with them. And they marry some of them. It just be all kind of discord. That's why in a marriage, you can't be with nobody that ain't with you. You got to be like, all right, she not with me. Tie's broken. You won't get nowhere. Y'all trying to marry women because they got a fat booty. But you think one way and she think another way. That's dumb. Y'all not in agreement. Second Chronicles, and we're going to close. Second Chronicles. Very familiar scripture. Often misused, but it's a very familiar passage of scripture. Let's go to verse 13. He said, if I shut up heaven that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people. He telling you, I can do whatever I want. So if what you want me to do, you got to do it like this here. Verse 14. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Verse 15. Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attend unto the prayer that is made in this place. And what place? In the place of the person that humble himself, pray, seek his face, and turn from their wicked way. You got to find out what the wicked ways is. Because some stuff, remember the 7 things he hate? You start there. Go to Proverbs, 7 things he hate. Start there. So, he's saying, if his eyes is open and he listening to you, then you gonna be healed. So if you dealing with sickness, start here. If you dealing with financial trouble, start here. Break ties and bonds with everybody that ain't in agreement with you. Don't see. We got to stop borrowing money from people that's not in agreement. If you're gonna borrow money from somebody that's in agreement with you. Because all they gonna say, he can seem like don't nothing ever go right for him. You better off going without than borrow from that person. Because now y'all be swapping peace, swapping sleep, swapping this, swapping that. That's why Paul even said, do not be unequally yoked, believers with unbelievers. He knew how this worked. He knew how this worked. Stay to yourself until you get people that turn from their wicked ways, seek his face, humble, and they know how to pray. And then touch and agree with them. And things will work out. Now, it's not saying you can't ever deal with sinful people. It's saying don't pledge your allegiance to any of them. Because then they going to get what you got coming and you going to get what they got coming. That's the way it works. That's why Paul said that. That's why the Son said that. Because that's how it is. If you go to work, man, just go to work. Pray before you go there. Pray when you wake up before you eat. Pray throughout the day. Pray at night. That's one reason why Muslims might be richer than Christians in a lot of ways, and Sikhs. They pray more than Christians. They're in more agreement than Christians. You see how Indians treat their family members, and you wonder why they so rich? Black people will get a $300,000 settlement and be trying to give people $200. If that. And then the settlement goes, zoop. So that's important. The prayer is that you touching and agreeing with the right people. And when you by yourself, 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14. Affirmations is important too. Another thing, you have to visualize what it is you want and what it is you expect. If you expecting bad, you're going to get bad. You're going to get bad. When you expect bad, you get bad. So when you see a work in progress, you should look at that work in progress like how it's going to end up. That's how you should be looking at it. And anybody, nobody excluded, that's doubting you, disrespecting you, insulting you, do not have any allegiance with them. Some of y'all need to stack that money up and move. Like you gotta move. Like one of my subscribers was telling me about how his father be. And his father don't help him, be talking down on him. I told him, man, you gotta stack that money. Get up out of there. It's all right. Just, be patient. Go spend some time, some of your extra time on rent.com or whatever you got to do. Find out like the rents in your city, how much they going for. And then just be like, okay, well, I need this up front. I need this for furniture. This. And go from there. Don't be moving in these women's house. So the first time you even look at it, Moody, they trying to put you out the door, throwing your clothes all in the yard. I'd rather live on a park bench, cardboard box, than in some woman's house. It ain't happening. But anyway, thanks for watching. Shout out to all y'all that came. Appreciate y'all. Remember, co-workers are co-workers. Don't let your, like the other day, some of my bosses was annoying me, like little stuff they was doing. But I can't snap back to my senses like, it's just a job. You got to look at your job like you pimping it. Waddell says, be easy, man. Appreciate the message. Yeah, you too, man. Be safe down there in Atlanta. Be safe, man. And I will see y'all with more videos. I don't know, I might make one more video today on the way where I gotta go. Stay tuned. Thanks for